one thing that was clearly not acceptable to our users and people all over LinkedIn, that the content that was being generated by AI, it's quite kind of frowned upon. You can actually, if you have been using LinkedIn for a while, or even if you're a grown up, you would be able to easily identify the content that it might sound like I'm boasting about myself. I do not kind of ever treated myself or seen myself as a developer. I try to use a different term. I use the term of being a product engineer, because that's like every moment of my life.
That's very relatable. Welcome back to All About AI's podcast. I am your host, Faiza Ehsan. Today's guest is someone who's full stack developer, product strategist, and a founder of tech company Kikbits. He's also the mind behind ConnectGenie, which is an AI assistant for LinkedIn, helping people craft content and grow their personal brand with ease. Let's welcome Bilal Asif.
Hi, Faiza. I hope that you're doing well. Thank you for having me on this podcast.
Yeah, perfect. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. So, Bilal, tell us a bit about your background. How did your passion for AI begin, and what motivated you for ConnectGenie AI?
Well, I've been a product engineer for almost about 12 years now. And I think that mostly, I was doing full stack development. But when actually this, in 2022, I believe, when the wave of AI started, at that time, I thought that I would be able to, create a tool that can, actually help a lot of people work on their personal brands. Because the thing is that I had a story, I have a huge story behind it, but it would be too long if I talk about it right now. But the thing is that I used to do a lot of I used to get a lot of business from Upwork mostly, right? And I was a top rated plus developer over there. I was getting a lot of success, but I was only known at Upwork. But I realized that it is important that one needs to have other channels, so that they do not rely upon one platform, because one single bad review from a client can literally chop off your career. So
Yeah,
I decided to
exactly.
go on. Yeah, so I actually started going on LinkedIn and started working on my personal brand. But what I realized was that working on your personal brand is not an easy job. It's not about just create write a LinkedIn post and just post it. You have to do engagement. You have to send connection requests, and then you have to not just send connection requests. You have to send them in a more personalized way, so that your network actually is willing to accept you. And so all of this requires a lot of time. And in order to mitigate that effort, I started working on ConnectGenie, and that's how it was born.
That's great. It's always fascinating to hear journeys behind every AI career. So, what
Yeah.
sparked the idea for ConnectGenie, and how did it involve in LinkedIn writing as a LinkedIn writing companion?
So basically, I think that the first time the idea of ConnectGenie, it came from the fact that when I started reaching out to people on LinkedIn, I actually scored a project that was actually, I think we built for that project $130,000. So that was the point that I decided that LinkedIn is something that I should really focus upon.
Yeah.
And then what happened was that I started sending out connection requests to different people. So when was sending out connection requests to different people, not everyone was accepting. Only the people that were accepting were where I had spent some time to create the connection request note personalized, or I had engaged with them previously on their LinkedIn post, so that they have some idea that who actually I am. So that's how the connection request got accepted. So my first feature that I added in ConnectGenie was the personalized connection request note. What it used to do, it would, if you go to any person's LinkedIn profile, it would just analyze the complete profile, and the AI will craft a personalized connection request note for you. So that was my intention, to just mitigate the time of sending out personalized connection request notes to my prospects. And that's why I named it Connect Genie as well, because of the personalized connect notes. So that's from that exactly point, the idea began, and I kept on evolving it, by adding the commenting feature and the post drafting feature. But that was actually the initial sparking point, I guess.
That's interesting. I think many great products start exactly that way.
Uh,
So, how do you define ConnectGenie's core mission in today's AI driven landscape?
Well, the core mission is again the fact that if you have to grow your business these days, and you are a small business owner, then it is really important that you as a founder have a personal brand, right? And not everyone is able to afford a LinkedIn marketing agency or have a big marketing team to promote themselves or promote their personal brand. And that's like, where I want to help these founders, these small business owners, that if they're not able to do it by hiring these agencies, then maybe they can use a tool
Yeah.
like ConnectGenie or ConnectGenie to grow their personal brand in a more efficient way with less efforts. So that's like the core ideology behind it.
Perfect. So, it's a digital world and everything is evolving and there are constant algorithm updates and everything like that. So, how do you ensure that what makes Connect Genie different from others?
Hmm. That's an interesting question. Basically, when we actually launched the tool, right, we saw that the AI was, creating the content, but there was one thing that was clearly not acceptable to our users and people all over the LinkedIn, that the content that was being generated by AI, it's quite kind of frowned upon. You can actually, if you have been using LinkedIn for a while, or even
Yeah.
if you're a grown up, you would be able to easily identify the content that has been generated by AI. That was, something that our users did not really like, and even the people on LinkedIn, they used to really, not look at it in a very positive way. So in order to tackle that, what we did was that we actually gave our users the ability to define their LinkedIn persona. What that means is, when they define their persona, they can simply, talk about, in the definition, they can let the AI know what exactly is their writing style. Are they sarcastic? Are they formal? Are they casual? All these things, and what kind of sentences they like to use. What are their hobbies? What are their heroes? All of this, gives AI and context that, this is the person on behalf of which I'm going to create the content. So that is what, makes us uniquely stand from the rest of the AI tools, because the rest of the AI tools are, all over the place. They're helping you with Twitter and other platforms. We are totally focused on LinkedIn, and we try to make sure that, the content is the AI gets the AI is actually uniquely generating the content for LinkedIn audience only.
Perfect. I genuinely love that idea.
Thank you.
So what's one feature you are proud of in Connect Genie, or a moment when user shares a significantly shaped feedback that's help improve its development?
I think again, I would, have to go back to the persona feature. Other than that, I think that, the lead discovery feature is also something that I really liked. The lead discovery, in which, you input some keywords, because you have, when you are on your LinkedIn feed, there is a lot of noise, a lot of,
Yeah.
content that you might not even want to be interested to, get to engage with
Yeah.
that highlight post feature. You can input some keywords, and then the feed gets customized. It gets highlighted for those posts that have those keywords. That way you are able to see that, this is the post that might be relevant to my niche, and then you should, click on the see more and engage with it. Other than that, the post drafting feature is pretty, it was because it gives you the ability to actually, preview how your post looks like, and it has different templates. So I think I'm kind of proud of all of these features, but the persona feature, it is what, helps us uniquely stand out, and it connects all the feature one way or the other.
That's perfect. I literally like that you are actually listening your users and think about that their
Hmm.
pain points. So moving forward with your business journey as a full stack developer, how do you transition from writing codes to make high level products or business decisions?
Well, I think as an engineer, and it might sound like I'm boasting about myself. I do not kind of, have ever treated myself or seen myself as a developer. I try to, use a different term. I use the term of being a product engineer, because I have a product mindset. I always had a product mindset. I would not, just take the instruction from my clients or my employers. I would always think about it and try to, manifest the application that I'm working upon in a way that would be more beneficial to the user. And I would, go jump into that user's shoes and try to understand what exactly would be the user journey when they are trying to use that application. So that was always my way of looking at things. And then this actually helped me to engineer the product side and make decisions of the engineering and the UI UX. So these were from that perspective. And I also had a entrepreneurial spirit from I think from my childhood. I always wanted to have something my own business. So I think that this product engineering and looking at things from a user perspective, and this desire of being a successful entrepreneur, which is still a desire. I'm working towards it. So both of these, when merged together, then it can help me, be a product engineer and also someone who can take maybe reasonably decent decisions.
That's really great. It's really amazing. So when we talk about all the proudest moments and biggest, updates, what are the, hardcore technical challenges you face while scaling ConnectGenie?
Um, I think it's not about engineering. That part is, we were able to take care of that. We actually wanted to, if you look, there are two big challenges for me. One
Mm-hmm.
was from the technical perspective. One, we are right now working on this post scheduling feature, basically, and we do not want to use LinkedIn's core API because it did not actually have that, a lot of features that we
Mm-hmm.
wanted. And if we had used them, then we would have to comply with a lot of LinkedIn policies, which
Yeah,
we could
their
not.
standards and
Yes, the
regulations.
standards. So that was for that we had to actually reverse engineer a lot of LinkedIn API core APIs to actually understand that how we can schedule the post by replicating those calls in our system. So that was the problem from the engineering perspective. But the other thing is that to grow and scale like ConnectGenie, I needed to be good at marketing, and that is something that I was never that I never studied that. And I was not really into that aspect, because marketing requires content creation,
Yeah.
thinking from a different mindset. So that was something that I felt challenged with, and I tried to hire different people, consultants. And I think that it's very difficult to find specifically people in Pakistan that would be good for marketing as SaaS. They're good with marketing real estate project, an e-commerce project, but I think it's not just Pakistan. I think that it's overall
Yeah.
marketing a SaaS is quite difficult. I think one particular startup that has done this really well. Their name is Career Flow. I think they're an Indian US based startup, and I really love what they're doing. And they've always given me a lot of inspiration that how we should also promote our startup. So that's that.
That's great. That's a really great approach. So, moving forward with your Kikbits journey and client works, let's talk about Kikbits. What is inspired you, apart from Connect Genie, to start a company on your own?
Basically, ConnectGenie was a product of Kikbits, right? So Kikbits
Mm-hmm.
was the first company that I started, in 2017, or I think 2017 or 2016. No, 2016, yeah. So basically, initially I was doing a job for when I graduated from Fast University. I did my job for I think 3.5 years as a software engineer, as an Oracle middleware technical consultant, and in different roles in telco companies and for Techlogics. These were the three companies I think that I worked upon. Then uh, in 2015, some of my final year project partners from my early days in university, they decided that they wanted to do a startup, and they wanted to. We got together. We did not leave our full time jobs, but we were incubated in Nest at that time. The
Yeah.
startup name was ZTAG, and that time we actually worked to try to launch it actually. But that startup did not take off. We could not figure out the monetization model for that. So that was that part. But at that time, the experience that I got, it really made me feel that now it's the time that I need to take a decision, that I should leave my corporate job and work solely on something on my own. And in order to execute that, I started working as a freelancer on Upwork. my niche became Chrome extensions, and I got really good success. I started getting more and more work that I could not handle alone, so I had to engage people. For that, I hired developers who I trained, and they were working with my clients, and I was also at the same time doing some consultation with some of my own clients, and that's how the Kikbits journey began.
Amazing. So, starting something from scratch take guts, and I really admire how you turn an idea into a functioning business. So, so Bilal, what kind of clients or industries do you typically work with?
I think we started basically the thing is that we really specialize with extensions, and what extensions do it, they mostly automate a lot of operations, and we have been we've helped with e-commerce. Like we cannot say that we have developed e-commerce websites, but we have developed solutions that can help drop shipping owners from a B2B perspective, drop shipping owners to find to automate their drop shipping operations. We have created tools that can help dropshippers to identify winning products. We've also helped some of the edtech startups and healthcare startups. So these are mostly the industries that we've focused upon.
All right, so perfect. So there's one question I really wanted to ask. How do you manage the balance between product development, client needs, and your own product like ConnectGenie?
It's very difficult. It's like almost impossible to manage that, and we don't have like a big team to delegate all the responsibilities. I have to focus on the business development. I have to focus on the marketing. I have to work on my product engineering side to look after the developers. So all of it gets quite messed up, but I try to time box everything so that way I'm able to from 10 to 12 I mostly try to focus on just the client side work, so that I'm able to allocate the work to all my developers that are working for different clients, so that because my client work is the most important thing that
Yeah.
I really focus on, because they're the one who are actually giving us the revenue. So I make sure from 10 to 12 to focus on that. Then some time I spend with my marketing team to see if I need to create a content, or if the content that they have created for the next week or for the next month, if that is good. And once that is done, then when I have peace of mind where I know that for a fact that no one else is going to bother me, then I jump into the engineering side of ConnectGenie, so that I know that I have 4 to 5 hours without any disturbance from anyone, so that I can build work on the features that we currently plan to launch.
That's great. It sounds like you have built a system to keep it all running around smoothly.
Thank you.
So, has there ever been a moment where you thought, I can't wear all these hats? It's too much for me.
That's like every moment of my life.
That's very relatable.
Basically, the thing is that every time I'm being when I have to, I want to focus on some particular task, and I'm being pulled off from that. I have to do context switching a lot. I have to be sometimes a product manager, a product marketer, and then a developer. So it really messes up with me. But but I think that I've also surrendered to the fact that that is part of the journey. So, but to be honest, this is very difficult to actually to accept this, that you have to wear all of these hats and still execute as a normal human being, I believe.
Yeah, true. I think every founder feels that way at some point, but the key is
Yeah.
how you push through it.
Yeah. So
So,
I mean, we try.
yeah, that's great. So, looking ahead, how do you see the future of AI agents and Chrome extensions evolving, especially in business use cases?
Well, we've started exploring AI agent side, and a lot of things are going to get automated. So, and we have created some AI agents for our clients. I think that maybe there can be a fact that when AI agents can be exposed as an API, which I think that is related to MCP, and I'm please don't quote for me for that, because I've not actually studied what MCP is, but I believe that if AI agents can be exposed as an API, then the Chrome
Yeah.
extensions and the AI agents can collaborate really well. Because I think a lot of these days we are hearing that software engineering is going to be outdated, and the software engineers are not going to get any have any job coming future. And that might happen or might not happen. I cannot really comment on that, but one thing is for sure, I build extension, it is very going to be, it's very difficult for an to develop an extension
Yeah.
by using AI, because in extensions we have to study the other websites. We tried, we did not really find really good results. I mean, you can just have the infrastructure developed by it, but that's part. But I think that once the integrations with AI agents and Chrome extensions, that is already there. I think that NA10 does provide that ability. So if that is I think made more efficient, then both of these are going to work well.
Perfect. So it seems like you are clearly watching where the market is headed, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying because with all the responsibilities that I have, it's very difficult to always take a break and look at from the eagle eye view. But I'm trying on that. But yeah,
That's exciting. It's great to see you are not just thinking or actually trying to achieve your goals.
yeah.
So Bilal, for our listeners who want to start their LinkedIn journey or personal branding but don't know where to begin, what's your best advice for them?
I think the start working on, first of all, you need to have a very optimized profile, right?
Mm-hmm.
The headline, the about section, all of that, needs to actually represent the core niche where you belong. Sometimes people are involved in one or two niches. In that case, try to make an intersection between both those
Yeah.
niches and try to only have that information that is relevant to your niche on your profile. Use the right keywords. That's from where you can start. And then you have to start writing on LinkedIn, right? You have to start writing the post, but that is not the only part that you can focus upon, because you will write the post on I'm going to tell you this is going to happen because this has happened to me. You will think that maybe this writing a post and posting it is enough, but that's not the case. You have to actually go engage with posts of
Yeah.
other people, so that you can make them realize that you're also on LinkedIn. Because
Yeah.
once you go and post on their on their like post comments on their post, then that is the point that they see that okay, this person also exists. Maybe see, he has said something interesting, I should go and check out who he is. And then they will go and start engaging with your content on your the post the LinkedIn post that you have posted. So that's something that you have to do, like writing, optimizing profile, start writing and start engaging, and then start sending out connection requests. Keep on growing your network, keep on talking to people,
Yeah.
and try to find your voice. Initially it would be difficult to find your voice, because whenever someone starts posting this thing that they only have to post about their achievements, but that is not the only case. LinkedIn is for your personal brand. You have to not only talk about the good side or your success, you also have to talk about your failures, so that
Yeah.
people can see that you're actually a human, you're not a superman,
Yeah.
right? So that is something that you really need to keep under consideration while creating the content. And you learn a lot, like a lot of marketing. You learn different sales techniques. You learn about how to subtly sell yourself without being extra salesy. So these are the things that you will learn with experience. But this is like the method I would recommend to move forward
That's really a practical advice. Trust me.
with. I've
It's
actually,
all about keywords and connections and interaction. LinkedIn is all about that.
yeah, the thing is that I've actually struggled a lot with it. Again, as I said, that I do not belong to a marketing background, so I had to understand how this whole thing works. Because if you can put me to write a code for a good complex product, I would be able to do it very easily. But this was a little challenging for me, so I had to go through a lot to understand this. So that's why I have created a blueprint that this is the way that you should actually follow to start working on your personal brand. This
Um,
methodology.
Perfect. Love that vision. So thank you so much, Bilal, for taking time to speak with us today. And for our audience, Bilal's passion lies in turning ideas into digital products, blending tech, strategy, and creativity to help others succeed.
Thank you so much for.
I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much, Bilal.
Thank
Take
you so
care.
much for having me. I'm sorry I cut you off in the beginning, and I really loved the entire questionnaire that you had placed for me. They're really grateful, and I hope that it helps your audience.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Bilal.
Thank you.